going to make a delicious Mediterranean-style chicken meal prep. First, we're gonna start with our quinoa. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of quinoa and 1.5 cups of water to a pot. Put it on the stove and bring to a boil. Now we're gonna cut the chicken. Once your quinoa is boiling, turn down to a simmer, give it a stir, cover with a lid, and wait until all the water is absorbed. In a wok, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You're gonna add in the chicken. Woo! Splatter, watch out for splatter. Sorry, Adam.
Splash zone.
Add a little bit of salt and pepper. Give it a stir. Leave it on a high heat, and every few seconds, give it a stir. White on all sides. You can see that it's cooked, so we're gonna take it out of the wok and put it in a bowl to the side. For the asparagus, now we're gonna cut into 5 pieces so that they're bite-sized. You can see the quinoa has already absorbed all of the water, so we are just going to give it a quick stir and then put it off to the side. Using the same wok, you're going to add a tablespoon of olive oil. Now add in the asparagus. Give it a stir and leave it on a medium flame while we go prepare the other veggies. Next we have mushrooms. Add in the mushrooms. Stir everything together and let them continue to cook. On the cutting board we have our artichokes and our sun-dried tomatoes. Some of the pieces are a little bit bigger than others, so we're gonna make them all the same even bite-sized pieces. Let these cook for about 3 minutes and then we're gonna add in the chicken. All right, look how beautiful this is getting. The aroma is amazing. So we're just gonna give it another stir. Look at that, beautiful. Let this cook all together, and in about a minute, you are done. Now you can turn the flame off and let this cool down a little bit before we plate it up. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section below, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe.
Back with another 30-minute meal prep, and today we're combining some of our favorite Greek ingredients to make a sheet pan meal prep. You're going to start by chopping up your fresh ingredients. You want these to be all about the same size so that they cook evenly and together on the sheet pan. All right, next we're going to prep up our chicken. Again, we're looking for about 1-inch cubes so everything cooks evenly. We're going to put the chicken into a mixing bowl with some olive oil, spices, and honey and give it a good mix. And don't worry, I'm going to put all of the ingredients in the description below. All right, I don't show it here, but you do want to make sure and put some Pam or olive oil down on your baking sheet before putting the eggplant down. You don't want the eggplant to get stuck to the bottom when you're trying to scrape everything off. Once you've got all of your ingredients on the sheet pan, this is going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 25 minutes. And once these are done, you're going to want to let them cool off for just a few minutes before portioning them out into your meal prep containers. This will make 4 meals, and you'll have lunches for the rest of the week.
Roasted gnocchi and veggies. It's vegan. It's inspired by Meal Prep on Fleek. You make it in one sheet pan. So you're going to take any veggies that you have on hand. I used squash, Brussels, onions. Throw your gnocchi on there. Add some seasoning like thyme, oregano, basil, salt, pepper, olive oil. Once that baby cooks in the oven, it comes out so crispy. I added some vegan pesto on top and microgreens. Yum.
What's up, guys? I'm back with another 20-minute meal prep. And this week we're making one of my favorite lunch combos. This is a Mediterranean salad and a lemon garlic chicken. To the chicken, I'm just adding olive oil, salt, pepper, thyme, garlic powder, and then a squeeze of lemon juice. Once your chicken is done, you're going to start cooking your rice. This will give you enough time to prep your veggies while the rice is cooking. The ingredients you're going to use for this salad are cucumber, bell pepper, red onion, tomato, olives, and then some feta at the end. Toss everything together, and then we can go ahead and start portioning our meals for this week. And remember that these recipes are meant to be inspiration. The exact meals for you might be different based on the macros you're tracking. Instead of 1 cup of rice, you might do 1/3 cup of rice. Or instead of 1 cup of chicken, you might do 2 cups of chicken if you're looking to get more protein in. Have fun, make it easy.
Let's meal prep this simple and flavorful Mediterranean pasta bake. To start, you're going to boil your chickpea pasta until al dente and stir fry some sirloin steak along with some spinach. Once you get that all nice and wilted down, you're going to get your prepared baking dish, add your al dente chickpea pasta along with some dressing, tomato, artichoke hearts, olives, your cooked steak, your remaining dressing, and top with some salty feta. Then you're going to bake this at 425 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. Add your pasta to your meal prep containers with a side of fruit, and you're ready to eat a satisfying meal.
Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious chickpea curry. So we have 2 cups of brown rice, cut up some onion. Add a tablespoon of olive oil to the wok. And add in the onions. Saute for about 2 to 3 minutes. While the onions are sauteing, we're just going to rinse and drain our chickpeas and our artichokes. And then turn your heat down so that you can cut up the other things. Now that the rice has come to a boil, turn down to a simmer, but don't stir it. Now we're just gonna cut up the artichokes. They're already quartered, but we're just gonna make them bite-sized. Seriously, how good are artichoke hearts? Add in the artichokes, give it a stir, and do the same thing. Just let it sit while we go cut the sun-dried tomatoes. Add in the sun-dried tomatoes, pretty colors. Mix it all around. Now we're gonna add in the coconut milk. Now bring to a boil. So as you can see, this recipe is super versatile. It really doesn't matter how many cans of chickpeas you put in or how many cans of artichokes. Just put in as many as you have and it's gonna be great. Add in the salt and cumin. Once it starts to boil a little bit, you can add in the spinach. Once the water has absorbed in the rice, you're gonna turn the heat off and just give it a little quick stir. Within those 20 minutes that the rice cooked, this is all ready too. The whole meal literally takes you 20 minutes to make. And now this is like a lot of servings here, so yum. Now let's plate it up. To plate it up, add the rice in the bottom of the container and then the chickpea stuff. So that's it, guys. Let us know if you make this recipe. We'll catch you next week. Bye, guys.
It's time for a Mediterranean sheet pan meal. Let's do this. Into a big bowl, add some potatoes and toss in olive oil. Doesn't matter, any kind of potatoes work. Your peppers, onion, toss it again, and then chickpeas, artichoke, olives, more oil, and some seasonings like turmeric, za'atar, paprika, and the most important seasoning, sumac or somar. It is so good. It's perfect for Middle Eastern cuisine. Throw that baby in the oven for 45 minutes. Once it's out, top with fresh dill.
Want to eat healthy but you don't know where to start? This one pan dinner will show you that eating healthy can actually be really easy and taste amazing. Into a bowl, just add all different kinds of vegetables, sweet potato for a carb, and a protein like tofu. I like to add this Mediterranean marinade for flavor. It literally tastes so good. Just spread everything evenly on a baking sheet, then bake for 25 minutes. Feel free to serve this over rice, but you won't believe how delicious this turns out, and because it's one pan, you barely have any mess to clean up. So save this idea and follow for more healthy recipes.
First ingredient is the quinoa. Next we have the water, salt and pepper, tomato paste, and make sure you look for the kind that doesn't have any added sugars, lemon zest and lemon juice, cilantro, red peppers, and finally the chickpeas. Stir and bring to a boil. If you like spicy food, feel free to add red pepper flakes and jalapeno. Now that it's boiling, I'm just going to stir it once, reduce the heat to a simmer, cover and cook for about 15 minutes. You'll know it's ready when all of the liquid has absorbed. Doesn't that look good? Place on a bed of lettuce or arugula and serve with fresh lime. If you think this looks good, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section below, and subscribe for more awesome recipes like this one. Have a great week, and as always,